Hey guys, what is up? It is the Glitch Guy here throwing another video at you. Today we're going to be showing you how to duplicate and store any vehicle in the game, including these giant brute stockade trucks. That's right, it's possible. In order for this to work, you need somebody with the vehicle in the garage themselves. There are many methods in duplicating these cars once they're in. Some cars you can drive instantly into your garage, and there's an easier method to duplicate them, and I'll show you afterwards. But this duplication method, I'll show you the first half, is a duplication method on how to duplicate any car that you can't store. It's really simple. All you need is two people to do this, one person driver, one person passenger. The driver of the vehicle needs to go over and go down to Dynasty 8 Real Estate. Find the property that they're currently living in. Now, I know most of you have the Eclipse Towers right here, but I have the Tinsel Apartments. But anyways, find a building that you currently still live in. The Tinsel Towers has two different buildings, so it only appears as one since I have the other one purchased. But you would go ahead, you would hover over the option to purchase the property, and right as you press A to purchase, you would spam B. So say if you're on PlayStation, right as you press X, you would spam circle. So as you can see here, I'm spamming B right after you purchase, like the second, not even a second. And you'll see this little glitched view of the apartment. Sometimes you'll come out as the driver, other times you'll spawn down the road and the person who you duplicated for will take control of the vehicle, but it doesn't matter because as long as you get out and there's no tracker logo on the map on the radar, the glitch worked fine. So as you can see there, he has his brute stockade, that's actually his. And if we walk back into our garage, we'll see that we have our, oh, and we get a little bit of push there. But if we walk back into our garage, there it is. There is the brute stockade that I just duplicated him. One thing to note on this glitch is that if your vehicle prior to the duplication is not insured, so say if my giant brute stockade isn't insured, it's not going to be insured for the person you duplicate it for, unfortunately. But if you do insure that vehicle prior to duplicating it, it'll be insured on both people. Because I know I've done it in the past where if they have it insured and then they duplicate it for me, it's automatically insured. But anyways, if we go right back into his garage here, if we back up, watching him K-turn, doing a horrible job at it, and eventually getting inside the garage, we'll see that he has the brute stockade in the same exact spot. That's another thing to note. If there's a vehicle in that spot already, it does not matter. After doing the sell apartment glitch, it'll automatically take over that spot. So as you can see there, my brute stockade was on the right in the middle, so is his. It's going to work for any time you do the sell apartment, or there's another method to it, and I'll link it up. His name is Trevcraft Pro. He's a good guy, but he got banned a few times. But anyways, he shows how to duplicate it with 3 people, saving the money you have to spend while duplicating and selling your apartment, because I know the duplication method I showed you, it works pretty much every time as long as you do it right. But you have to waste a lot of money to do it. On his method, you don't have to waste any money on it, but it's not very reliable of a glitch. So anyways, we're going to move on to the next set of duplications. This duplication method works if the vehicle is able to drive right into the garage normally. And as you can see here, I have the passenger and the driver. I'm the driver. You need to be the driver for this one to work. The owner of the car needs to be the driver. I think Yahoo history for getting me this car, as you can see on the back, says I'm Yahoo. And conveniently timed, he sends me a message right here and there. But anyways, right as you're leaving your apartment, you would go really quickly, press start, and go over to game store. So I'm going to show you right now, really quickly, press start, go over to the game store like that, or it doesn't matter if it's Xbox or PlayStation. As long as the driving animation, the part where your character drives the car out before you take control, as long as you go to the game store by that time, this will work. All you gotta do is just leave the game store. You'll come back in. Your car will be there, the car that you just duplicated, and the car that you own. Basically, it's gonna have 2 copies. One's gonna have your tracker on it. The other one's gonna be not insured at all. There's gonna be no owner to it. But your friend, if he stays in the passenger seat after your character leaves, he'll take control of that car, and thus he can go and drive it into his garage to get it insured, or he can go over to Santos Customs and get that tracker and insurance on it, because the minute you drive it into your garage, it'll automatically put a tracker on it. It will not insure it though. But one thing to note, that even if your version of the car is insured, unlike the last glitch where I showed you where you sell the apartment, their car will not be insured at all, nor will there be a tracker. It acts as kind of like a car that's just there. But anyways, as you can see here, both of our cars are here and they're waiting. His doesn't have a tracker or insurance on it, so that's why he's at Los Santos Customs, because I told him to buy that before, of course, it gets blown up, because there's a lot of lobbies out there, I know. And actually this lobby as well. Somebody flew a Buzzard over and started shooting missiles at us. So it was an excellent time to buy your insurance. But basically, if you're able to drive this car into your garage normally, you should be able to drive it into Los Santos Customs normally. Again, with the brute stockade that I just showed you, you can't drive that into Los Santos Customs. So that probably means you can't, well, it actually does mean you can't drive it into your garage as well. No matter how much you try, it'll say you can't store it. And there's tons of people working on new methods and storing cars that can't be stored. But I haven't found a very reliable one or a working one yet. So as you can see there's the Buzzard trying to kill us. So what you're going to want to do is just drive it right back into your garage as you would normally. Of course, helping your friend after he gets stuck because he's a klutz. But hey, whatever. Drive it right back into your garage. Have a little bit of fun with it. And if we go ahead and we go over to his apartment, and we'll wait for the invite here. If we go ahead and look inside of his apartment, he'll have both the brute stockade that we just duplicated from before, and that new car that we showed you how to duplicate as well, right there. Now, the thing is with the brute stockade, when you're selling the apartment, it'll take that spot. But with using the game store duplication glitch, it'll take any empty spot, preferably the most, like, because it judges it by rank of car. So basically, the back left corner is the first car you ever had, and thus it'll take that spot if it's empty. And then basically it works its way down the line. Whatever spot's empty, it's gonna fill that spot. So you just go ahead and wait for that car to drive in, and both of you will have that car sitting in your garage. Anyways, that's pretty much the easiest method of duplicating and storing any vehicle you want. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button. If you want more, hit subscribe. I'm always out here making videos every week, twice a week. So I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed. I'm a little bit sick, as you can tell by my voice, and I'm trying to clear that up. And if you follow me on Twitter, I'll show you my most recent streams and everything, and you'll get alerts instantly. And when I host my duplication lobbies, they're pretty fun, and I'll be out there like all night duplicating cars. Just follow me on Twitch, Twitter. The links are in the description. And once again, this has been the Glitch Guy signing out.